let's get it there.
Before the video starts, I would just like to say I will be streaming this Saturday on August 3rd at 4:30 PM GMT. I'll be doing the Jesco event. Be sure to watch my video about that if you haven't yet, and we're going to be doing some multiplayer and club races. Hope to see you there. Hey guys, Furum here, and today I will be testing the Lotus Evora Sport 410 in Asphalt 9 multiplayer, the last of the original Asphalt 9 cars that I have to test. This car is pretty much maxed with all upgrades and import parts applied except for a few epic ones, which even if I could buy them probably would not be worth it. So last time I made a best and worst cars in each class list video, I put this car near the bottom of Class C, not at the very bottom. I mean, it was above cars like the SRT8 and ZL1, and I think above the Homage. It may have been fourth from the bottom, I don't quite remember. But pretty much the thing about it is its speed is honestly not that bad. It can go a good bit over 200 miles per hour with nitro, like 207 or something like that, which is not much slower than some of the Class C kings like the Acura and the Pininfarina. But the thing is, nothing else about it is actually great, and I mean its acceleration is only 71, it's just overall a mediocre car other than the speed, even though there's not anything particularly awful about it either, except I guess that acceleration. But honestly, when driving this car, I didn't feel that too much. It basically just feels very mundane to drive, not much exciting stuff going on with it. Now, all of these races were recorded in the recent Unleashed multiplayer season where the Porsche 918 was the main car, and could be used in Bronze League. So, in this video, the competition basically will get stronger and stronger as we go through it. This first race I have almost no competition, but we get Pininfarinas and Rizvanis and even some 918 Spiders later on here, so be sure to stick around. We take the victory in this first place by a long shot, but we didn't really have much competition. The second place guy was a much lower ranked Rizvani, and there were a couple other Evoras and a couple of XL Sports. Man, that car is bad to drive, but not quite as bad as the SRT8, which in my opinion is the most annoying car in the entire game to drive, and it is actually the one that is used in ESL Mobile Open Season 2 Qualifier number 2. I will have a video up about that tomorrow, or today, depending on which time zone you're in. And this one is definitely harder to get a good time on than the first qualifier, because at least the Hemi was decent to drive. This SRT8 is just horrible. So after driving that dozens of times for my video, this Evora does not look too bad. Now the competition in this race is a bit better. We've got two Rizvani Beast Alphas, one at 2300 and one at 2500. So both of them are a good few hundred rank above me. Now for some reason, they fell quite far behind, even though the Rizvani is quite a bit better car than this one, even though it does have lower top speed, and that was an accidental 360 right there. Even though the Rizvani has lower top speed, it just can usually blow this car away due to having much better other stats. But in this case, it didn't really seem so. But in the next race, we've got our first H2 Speed, and that car is sort of like the Corvette of Class C. It is just very easy to drive all around, it has great handling, decent top speed, good nitro efficiency, and so that's the car that I had the most struggle with, except for a couple of 918s. We do come in first here, but now for a race in the H2 Speed, which is quite a bit closer than those, and the ones after this are even more so. I told you, the races just keep getting more and more competitive. So now I'll give you some more information about the Jesco event that I've gotten after making my Jesco video. Now the reason I got that out so early was because a lot of people may not have even known how the event worked and all, so that was mainly what that was for. Now I have some more information on what cars are needed, at what ranks and stars, in order to actually win the Jesco, to get to that 404,000 syndicate points, or whatever it's called. A lot of people, or a few people at least, have been confused. Now the blueprints do not allow you to get the car. They only allow you to star it up. You have to get to 404,000 syndicate points in order to get that key to unlock it. You cannot unlock it any other way. So to get the Jesco, you're going to need a maxed Ginetta, a maxed Alfieri, and at least a 1-star Aculone and 812. And in order to get to the very end of the event, you're going to need a 4-star Jesco, a 2-star 812, and a 3-star Aculone, as well as a maxed NR1 without epics. I'm definitely not going going to be able to get the decal on this one, I don't think, because my Sin R1 is only at 4-star, and I need 32 blueprints in order to 5-star it, and that's probably the least of my worries. One thing I found to be extremely useful is be sure to check the Legend Store every time your white bar at the top resets, or goes back down to the bottom of the reward counter. Here you can find things like up to 50 Alfieri blueprints for 2,500 Syndicate coins apiece. That is a very good deal. I've gotten my Alfieri that way and almost 2-starred it. There we come in first, and in this next race we have even more competition against more H2s and Rezvanis. Some more updates on the Jesco event for me. So far, I've been able to complete all of the regular missions and the pinned missions that are open at this point. However, I did have to purchase some Syndicate coins. I think it was 81,000 for 3,000 tokens in order to get the Janetta for one of the earlier stages, because drop rates with that one in the packs were horrible, and I had bought all the ones that I could in the Legend Store. So I was literally stuck. I had to buy some things with tokens. And I can imagine that this might happen later in the event as well, because you can only get so many Syndicate coins. You only have so many pinned missions you can play. And once you run out of those, and you don't have enough Syndicate points to get to the next level, well, you're sort of out of luck unless you have some tokens to buy more coins to maybe get some more cars that you might need. I'm just warning you guys, unless you get very good luck in the packs, this is probably going to be a real token sink event. Not to say that the reward won't be good. No, the Jesco is definitely the king of the game. There have been some tests with Itmax versus Sheeran Max, and it's pretty much blown the Sheeran away. Now, that was on a more top speed oriented track, the one that I saw the test on, but honestly, I think it would be able to beat the Sheeran on almost every track in the game, because its acceleration and nitro efficiency are honestly not that much worse at all. It has better speed when drifting, about the same drifting radius, and much higher top speed, which definitely helps in airtime, for example. So if you have a lot of tokens saved up, I would say definitely go for this Jesco, or Jesco, as people like to keep telling me it's actually pronounced. In that race, we nearly beat that H2, but he pushed us at the end, and thus was able to win. Now for a race on Scotland, against, you guessed it, more H2s. This is generally what I saw in the season, except for those times once I got to Platinum League or whatever, I think it was Elite League, the second highest league, in which case there was pretty much only 918s to see at that point. So just a couple days ago, I hit 24,000 subscribers. Thank you all so very much for subscribing. It has meant so much to me for all your support, and I was able to then publish my new music video called Roller Coaster, and it is about multiplayer in Asphalt 9. You should definitely go watch it if you haven't seen it yet. Now, a lot of people have been asking me if I'm going to do a face reveal at 25,000 subscribers like I promised when I was at 10,000 subscribers. The thing is, I've already done a face reveal like a month or two ago. Before I went to DreamHack Dallas, I did it in my community tab. Now, I've been made aware that apparently on iOS devices, they don't have the community tab, so maybe that's why some people haven't seen it. Maybe I will do some sort of face cam or something else in a video, but I just haven't really had much of a opportunity to do that so far. But if you're one of the people who can see the community tab on my channel and haven't seen my face yet, go there, scroll back a few posts, and you will see it, as well as the Mustang I have in real life. Here we lost to one Pininfarina, but beat 4 other ones, and all of them were pretty much 1,000 rank higher than me, 900 to 1,000, give or take a little bit. So that was crazy. And in this race, it's even crazier. We've got 2 Porsche 918s, as well as a couple H2s and Rezvanis. Literally, as I went on going, the cars just kept getting crazier and crazier that I was facing. And one of the 918s in this race is above 4,000 rank, so literally double my rank. Yes, you heard that right. 2,000 and 4,000. And what is that car doing over there? Now it's time for my general review of this car. It is a low Class C car. It doesn't have any particularly amazing nor particularly bad qualities. However, its acceleration is definitely below average, and its top speed is decent, I guess. Overall, it's a decent car for Silver League in multiplayer, and in the specialized seasons, well, I guess it really depends what the other cars are, but it should be good in whatever the second lowest and possibly even the third lowest one is. Now here, we were actually ahead of this 918 at 4,000 rank for quite a while. He passes us at 2/3 of the way through the race, and at this point, well, I knew that unless he wrecks, there is no way I'm going to be able to catch up to him, because that car is a good 20 to 30 miles per hour faster than me. If you would like to see my video on the completely maxed 918, 4,099 rank, that is up on my channel if you want to check it out. Now, this car coming up behind us is an H2 speed, which is slightly faster than me by like 5 to 10 miles per hour, so he is catching up, but it is was not enough for him, and we come in this race second place, losing to one 918 but beating another. Thank you for watching, please like the video if you've enjoyed, and consider subscribing for more Asphalt and Forza content, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye!